What do you bring on table in 2026 manifesto?
2026 manifesto is going to be very interesting, but it's going to be a people-centered manifesto.
UPC President Jimmy Akena has reawakened the Uganda People's Congress eye to the country's leadership after President Yoweri Museveni. Akena has been a legislator for more than 10 years, representing the former Lira municipality and currently Lira City East.
And as UPC, we're definitely going to present our best foot forward on what we honestly believe.
Akena told UBC what sparked his thoughts and intentions to join the 2026 presidential race.
We need to be able to provide an opportunity for the rural child that they'll be able to succeed. And whether they fall sick, wherever they are, they'll be able to get the necessary treatment.
Angered by the slow pace of service delivery and inequalities in education services across the country, the UPC president offers himself as a support machine.
It's not something which has happened overnight, but has been gradual. And now you find in certain areas, you look for a top quality school which can take the young people to the next level, and you find that they're lacking. So it's not something which has happened quickly or suddenly. It has been a slow erosion, and gradually people have become adjusted to it, that these services are not available.
But this can only happen if the electorate believe in qualitative change and participation in the polls.
I really need the citizens to come out and vote, because it makes a big difference, and it also makes ensures that their voices can be heard and respected, especially if they come up in numbers.
Akena shares how UPC party has established structures through abiding by the existing legal framework governing the political space.
We have been trying to operate within the political space. We've been trying to respect as much as possible the requirements in that we write whenever we're having our gatherings, or we inform all relevant officers and try to be cooperative in how we handle it. But there's definitely more which needs to be done, and there's more which we need to do within the political parties to strengthen them. But it's not an easy process, in that the environment which you operate has been geared towards a very commercial type of politics and resources.
The UPC president disregards the purported cooperation agreement with the NRM party.
We reach some level of cooperation, but people try to make it as if there's a pact or something signed. There's nothing of the sort. There's nothing which you're going to hold me to saying I have broken an arrangement.
Was it a gentleman's agreement, Honorable Jim Akena?
Even if you're now putting a word agreement. No. It is, we found ways of how we can
work together through mutual respect.
Mutual respect, without tying anyone to any issue.
Akena defends his wife, Betty Amongi, also gender minister in the ruling government. Betty Amongi, also Oyam South MP, wants to host Lira City MP Jen Ruth Acheng in the forthcoming general elections. This has since caused a heavy rift between the two cabinet ministers.
My wife has been serving as a minister in the government of Uganda. Government of Uganda. I must stress that one. It is different from NRM as an entity. NRM is a political party. NRM at its current form dominates the parliament and maybe the political space. Hence, the government is being run by NRM, but it's a government of Uganda. I have remained in UPC. Betty has been in UPC. In every election, we have had NRM field candidates against us. We have competed against NRM candidates, and we have won, including in the last election where she was a minister contesting. NRM fielded a candidate. We still won. She won the seat, and then she was appointed again as a minister. So our being able to serve the country does not remove our rights to be able to compete for seats according to our own beliefs and in a party which we support. So definitely, Honorable Betty, we've made a decision that she's now going to come and contest in Lira City for the 2026 election. We have candidates who are who are interested in her seat in Oyam South. Likewise, I have candidates who are interested in my seat of Lira City East, who are going to go through a process, and I'll support whoever holds the flag for the 2026 election.
So, could dialogue with the NRM party through iPod and other avenues have strengthened the political environment?
And it was my belief, and it still remains my belief, that if I can sit down with somebody and talk about some things, well, things of serious nature, where necessary, we can actually discuss much more complicated matters.
Jimmy Akena is aware of the electoral reforms being pursued by a section of political actors, but the UPC president questions the timing.
Changing things now will be very difficult to change. There'll be procurement issues, there'll be issues which will cause things offside. So the cycle or the process of electoral reforms, some of them which have been determined by court, where court has insisted that there should be certain reforms, have not been done. And each cycle they come late, and then we don't do them, and then we promise to do them next cycle. This is something which should have been done.
Akena, however, reveals how restoration of presidential term limits can be a starting point to address the political challenges in the country.
That was ways of restricting the long-term effects of a presidential system and a long-term president. In the case of Uganda, ours is extreme.
Daniel Mugoya, UBC News.
Everybody. UPC.